Greetings, Mech Warriors. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is TTB speaking, and welcome back to Mechwarrior Online. And today, guys, we are playing the Battlemaster 2C, one of my prior signature mechs that I haven't played in quite a while. And I think I've got quite a nice build here for you guys. It is not for the faint of heart, absolutely not for the faint of heart, but it is very rewarding and very interesting. So let's jump right into the build. The basis for this build, guys, is an XL400 engine. Now, of course, there's some trade-off here. You are losing a few of the slots in the right and left side torso. And, of course, your mech is dead if you lose one of those side torsos. On the plus side, though, you gain amazing speed and you have enough tonnage to put all sorts of nice weapons in there. And that's exactly what I did. So, left side torso, 3 slots for energy hardpoints. And we put in 3 large pulse lasers. Then we look at the right side torso and we're like, what goes well with large pulses? Well, let's put in some medium lasers, add an IS Targeting Computer Mk1 into the head, and that is basically the build. We remove a little bit of armor from the arms and quite a bit of armor from the legs. Why do we remove the armor like this? Why not more from the arms? Why not less from the legs? Well, we'll get to that in a second. But before we do that, let's just jump into the skill tree real quick, because this one is a little bit special. So, I went into firepower. I took the full laser duration nodes, of course. I also took the heat gen nodes that I could get here on the left side and to the right and left of the middle. Then I went into survival. I took all the armor hardening nodes. I went into mobility, and here is where we get a little bit creative. I took all of the torso speed nodes except one. Torso speed, why? Well, we have a very fast mech, but we're running XL, and we need to be able to twist like crazy. And with these torso speed nodes, we are insanely fast with twisting for an assault mech. It's really, really good, guys. And of course, we also take the full speed tweak, because if you get this deep into the mobility tree, you might as well take speed tweak as well and get the additional speed. Nothing in operations. I chose to go sensors here for seismic sensor 1 and 2. This can be really, really helpful, guys, because that will allow you to see if whether somebody is sneaking up on you or not. If you don't want to take seismic here, that is an option. You don't have to. Then you could either put some more points in mobility, but of course you would also go ahead and max out the survival tree to get a little bit more structure with skeletal density. And you also could go into auxiliary and get double cool shot, for example, or double arty strike. I just have the extra consumable slot here. Now, as I said, I'm running XL engine, and we are taking away most of the armor from the legs. Why? Well, have a look at this peaking profile, guys. What is this mech designed to do? What is this mech excelling at? What is this mech really, really good at? Huh? If you look at this profile, it is peeking over hills. Yeah, you only expose about 25% of your mech. You can shoot the targets and get back into cover. So, do you need leg armor for that? No. What you might need is arm armor, because if somebody starts to go in on you, you just twist to the side and look how big these arms are. And they're nice and vertical. These are big shields, and if you have arm lock off, you can even use the arms to move the arms up here like a little bit and shield this part as well. So, really, really good shields. That's why we have more arm armor and a little bit less leg armor. And this build, guys, let me just tell you, it is very, very, well, I wouldn't say dangerous to play, but it requires a very specific skill set to play this. You need to have a lot of aggression, because otherwise you won't be doing damage, but you need to have also the right timing to go in at the right times and choose your fights properly, and don't duke it out with people. And guys, also one thing about the Battlemaster is a lot of people will shoot the CT, because it is a nice big CT. It's well, it's a little bit smaller than the Banshee, but still nice and big CT. So you're not that much at danger of getting caught out left and right. Okay, guys, so much for that. I'll shut up now. Let's jump right into the dropship and see how this thing performs. I'll see you there. Alrighty, guys, here we are on the first map. It is HPG Manifold, and we are pushing towards Echo 5 ahead of our teammates. Look at the speed that we have, 82 kph with our alpha strike power of 40, so this is actually quite fine to use for quite some time. We don't have operations, so sustained fire will make us run a little bit hotter than normal, but since we are able to move in and out of the fight very quickly, we should be mostly okay here. Now, I see this guy in Delta 6, I've got a teammate here with me, it's a Cicada, so I'm actually pretty sure we can take this Thanatos mano a mano if I have my teammate with me, and people do not expect this kind of speed out of a Battlemaster. If you see a Battlemaster, you think 60-ish kph or 64. You don't think 82. 82 kph Battlemaster, that is gargoyle speeds, guys, and that is something that you can use to your advantage to maneuver very, very quickly. Look at this. We are into the match about a minute or so, and the enemy team is now pushing the ramp. Look where I'm at. I'm in a Battlemaster and I'm behind them. Beautiful, beautiful shot to the back of that crab. I wanted to go for the Highlander, but the crab walked into the way, but that's fine. We'll just go for the Thanatos on Charlie, take away his side torso from behind, and keep firing on him. Need to be careful though, not overheat, because the enemy team is able to look down on me at the same time, so I would be exposing to a lot of people if I overheat there. But let's go ahead, find a target, shoot, and back to cover. Use the peeking profile here, expose a minimal amount of my mech, and do the same thing again, and back to cover. I'm not twisting as much as I should be doing here, but the enemy team is not shooting at me, so I'm a little bit lazy, which is not good. You want to make sure you preserve your mech as much as possible. Speaking about mech preservation, that Thanatos is almost dead. Great. So, Rifleman coming up, takes a full salvo to the CT, I'm twisting a little bit, I'm giving him another shot to the CT and twisting back again. Taking some shots now from up there, I think it's a Dakar Madcat or something. Took quite a bit of damage to the side torso here actually, so I have to find a new position. Again guys, we're using our speed, repositioning, going in on the Timberwolf, on his side torso, always go for the ears, that will do maximum amounts of damage. Shooting any targets of opportunity that I can find. As you can see, I was chasing down the Timberwolf, but since that target wasn't presenting itself, I just looked somewhere else and shot somewhere else. For example, that Thanatos, give him a nice salvo, and back to cover. And again guys, we are using our peeking profile. The peeking profile works whether you are close to a ledge or far away from a ledge. It is still the same profile. We have very high weapon mounts, and anything that we can see, basically guys, anything that we can see, we can shoot. Alrighty, now look at the score right now. We are 1 kill under 4, so the enemy team is winning big time. The team is now suggesting to go ahead and push top. Guys, we're 3 kills behind at this point. While pushing top is a great idea, it's only a great idea if you do it at the beginning of the match when the scores are even. If your team is behind big time, the worst thing you can do is try to slug it out with the rest of the enemy team, because guess what? They have 3 more mechs. That means 3 more units of firepower that they can bring to the table, and you are going to lose that trade if it's an even trade. So we need to make sure that we don't make this fight an even trade. So shoot the Highlander, drop down. Now, we got a nice burn in, maybe not for max damage, but it doesn't matter. We got some damage in, we didn't take any damage in return. Nice. Let's go ahead and abuse this ledge a little bit more. 2 kills under 4, the crab side torso is red. I also see the enemy Marauder to see. We give him a nice burn on his side torso, and back to cover. Again, no counter shot, perfect. Same thing again, we go in on the Thanatos, we kill the Thanatos, and back to cover. Once again, no counter shot. Going in on the enemy Highlander to see, and now we get back to cover because apparently the Marauder to see saw me. But I'm still staying here. I'm still staying here to use my peeking profile. See how much that Hellfire is exposing right now? See how much I'm exposing. I'm basically just exposing my shoulders. That is it. Nothing higher. Going in on the enemy Thanatos. Luckily he didn't hit the other side torso. That was good, but also maybe what helped is our twisting. And now we're switching our position. And again, we have left side mounted large pulse lasers. So I'm going to try and use this left side to shoot over the ramp right here and maybe take the side torso off the crab. There we go. It's gone. And maybe give another salvo in. Yeah, we almost took off his other side torso as well, so that crab is very crippled right now and should be dead with 1 more shot if it's a light engine that he's running. Okay, so I'm looking towards the top again, 6 kills under 7, so the enemy team is just 1 kill ahead right now. Marauder to see coming up, I see him, I shoot, I twist, I'm gone. No chance for counterfire. I see, I shoot, I twist, I'm gone. He had no chance to shoot me back. His teammate shot me back, not him. So, I see that there's a target over towards the Delta 5 Echo 5 side, and I got the feeling that I gotta rotate a little bit now. The enemy team is 2 kills ahead right now, but I know that the Marauder to see is 1 shot away from death. He's dead now. I'm gonna go in on the crab that we've prepared. 1 shot to the side torso. Boom! There we go. Side torso gone. There was a light engine, and he's dead. I'm getting some missile fire here from the Delta 5, Delta 6 area. I think that's the Highlander maybe. But that's okay. Teammates were also able to get another kill. So, 9-9. Oh dear. And we got an enemy light mech on me right now. And he makes a crucial mistake here. He backpedals and boom, you're dead. Also, what also helped is that my mech actually makes 40 to 50 kph moving backwards. I might also have assisted with that. Okay, so now we are actually 1 kill in the lead. I know there's only 2 targets alive right now, and I'm playing the peeking game. Once again, I'm in the same spot as I was before now. I see the Highlander, I shoot him, I take away his side torso, that cripples this mech big time, and I'm just gonna stay there. There's no reason to go somewhere else right now. I'm assuming the enemy is all up top there. I'm thinking that both of them will be up top right now. So let's move to a different spot, try and get some target intel and see what we can make happen. Our Timberwolf unfortunately is almost dead, so he won't be much help here. I see enemy Blood Asp. I shoot enemy Blood Asp. He is dead because I saw that he was crit CT beforehand. Now we go in on the Highlander to see, and I see he's got ATMs and 2 ER medium lasers. If I cut down the distance, he won't be able to use the ATMs, especially not behind all this cover. And the 2 ER medium lasers, none of them can kill me with... He would need 2 salvos pinpoint to one side torso to kill me here. I don't think he's gonna make that happen. So let's go in, try and shoot him. I was a little bit off on the aiming there, didn't twist far enough with my legs, but we clawed it back. We clawed back a 1-4 into a 12-9. That's a comeback, guys. And how did we make this happen? In an XL frickin' Battlemaster. 4 killing blows, 7 assists, 1 solo kill, 5 KMDD, 1068 damage done, 12 components destroyed, because we used positioning. We used our hard points and we played with a brain. And that is how you win matches. And of course we were aggressive all the time. We were firing all the freaking time. You can't be sitting back, guys. You need to make something happen. Don't depend on your teammates for making wins happen. You have to make them happen. You have the power to make them happen. So go ahead and try it. Speaking of trying it, we're switching here now onto the Tormodin Desert. And let's go ahead and try and take down the friendly Incubus that wanted to say hi to us and maybe drop a UAV here. While we're doing that, I'm just gonna go in on the Phoenix Hawk, give him a nice tap to the CT, and now putting my attention towards Charlie, which is an urban mech. Quite far away, but he's got 2 large pulse lasers, so we need to be very aware of him. I don't want him to shoot my back. What I want to shoot though is this Phoenix Hawk here, and again guys, we are abusing our high mounts. Go in, shoot and go back. We could have even shot from a little bit lower, but I wanted to make sure I get the shots in target, and since I didn't see any counter fire opportunities for the enemy, I just chose to go back. Again, using a high mounts. Guys, the mounts on the Battlemaster are amazing. Laser mounts in the side torsos, high up, so great, so great. Use them and abuse them to their max potential. Speaking about abusing stuff, whoops, be careful here, don't hit our teammate. Let's go in on the Blood Asp, always go for side torsos if you can. With the shot a little bit, unfortunately, but we will get the opportunity to shoot him again. I'm very sure of that. So, the enemy team right now is in the Fox 5 area mostly, and I want to go around the right side here, try and see if I can find a target, and if not, maybe get in a little bit closer. The problem is I can't really go over this blockage here, so I will have to go around it. But there's a gargoyle behind us, and I don't want a gargoyle behind us because you know the kind of firepower these guys have. This is definitely a weapon of mass destruction with all the small lasers and small pulses. So let's go around the long way here. I don't want to get too close at the beginning and get some shots off. Again guys, the best trade that we can have is a trade where you can't trade back on me. So we go in on the gargoyle, full salvo, twist and back to cover. And once again, full salvo to the back once I see him. Never mind, okay. Let's go in on the Hellbringer. And back to cover. Now we're taking a little bit of fire here, but that was from our teammate. There's also an artillery strike put down right now. Maybe we can outrun it. We'll see. Do we have enough speed to outrun the RD? Yes, we did. Beautiful. Okay. So I'm orienting myself now towards the Delta 6 area. Was there some fire coming from there? I thought I saw something. Oh well. We'll get back to that later. Right now I wanted to focus on the Hellbringer that's currently running into Echo 6. Team is currently rotating on both sides, so we have a nice pincer movement going on. This is a nice pincer movement. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I see there was somebody behind me, but he didn't do much damage, so it doesn't matter. Let's go ahead and help out with that Battlemaster over there. And as you can see, just look at the arm profile of that Battlemaster. When he turns to the side, the arm shields his side torso quite nicely. Unfortunately, this guy hasn't made a good job of twisting and turning, so his CT was very open, and we just took advantage of that. And now we help out with the Blood Asp. I thought the Timberwolf is not that much of a danger, so I'm gonna go in and shoot the Blood Asp because he's got SRMs and medium pulse lasers. He's a very dangerous build. So let's keep firing on his side torso if we can. Come on, TTB. I was a little bit off. I aimed for the right cannon on top of him on the side torso, but managed to miss the shot, but maybe we can get the back shot here. Full alpha to the back, and he goes down. Beautiful. 10 kills over 4. This should be in the books. Pretty straight and simple. 2 targets left. The one is behind us. That's something big. Let's see what we have here.
Target acquired.
Let us. Okay, nope, he's dead. Never mind. So, there's only one guy left at this point, the guy that shot me from the Charlie 6 Delta 6 area, and if I know my mech warriors, then I know that this guy is probably still there. Yep, there he is. See, one thing that you can count on with a lot of snipers is they will stay in the same spot or in that same general area for quite some time, and now we're just gonna go ahead and chase him down. And by the way, how tanky is that Phoenix Hawk? There was 3 alphas and he's still just running. Of course, what's also helping is his profile. Every movement that he's doing is helping him twist a little bit and spread the damage, but I'm also not trying to get the best shots in at this point because I know this match is definitely won. I'm just chasing him down for the fun of it because, well, 82 kph Battlemaster chasing down a Phoenix Hawk. Yeah, dude, you can't run from me. You can ER large laser burn me, but that won't do anything because yeah, I have more armor than him, I have more weapons than him, I have better heat efficiency than him, and I think he just, yeah, he might be cooking himself here actually. He's firing quite a bit, but we'll see. And he also should be red everywhere. Come on. There she blows. Okay.
Alright.
Finally he drops. Let's go ahead and have a look at the scoreboard.
It's a good match, TTB. I'll look for it on YouTube.
It is on YouTube, exactly. 2 killing blows, 6 assists, 1 solo kill, 2 KMDDs, 827 damage done, and 3 components destroyed. Very, very solid round, I would say. And now, guys, here's the thing. To all the guys who are saying, this only works against bad opponents and whatnot, and if you're playing against good players, it will never work, blah, 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 blah. Let's go ahead and jump into a match where the opponents have some really, really good players and see how the build performs there. Shall we? Let's do exactly that. So here we are on a Mining Collective, and the enemy team has a few very interesting names, 2 of which I'm playing with and against quite often. One is Hatchet, who's a really, really good player, and the other one is Ash, who is a world-class player. And we'll see what we can make happen here. Right now, looking at the radar, I can tell you one thing already. Team is very disorganized. Too many people running to cap, especially on Sigma. We don't need 3 people sitting on the flag. But that's okay. I'm gonna try and see if I can take the top. I see there's a Warhammer 2C there already. But guys, here's the thing. We want to make sure we use and abuse our ability to peek as much as possible, and this ramp is a perfect spot. This is a Battlemaster. I have a very low profile, and I should be able to hit these targets very, very well if they expose themselves at the right point. For example, that Annihilator here, we shoot them in the face, and we get back to cover. How much counterfire did we take? Basically nothing. And we got a full alpha into his CT. Whoop, and there's some Daka. Yeah, that's Ash in the Mad Cat in B. Shoot him in the face, then we shoot the Annihilator, and back to cover. And see again, guys, not much counterfire taken, because they don't have the opportunity to give us much counterfire. And back to cover. We took 1 shot. That's alright, that's alright. That's actually a 1 trade against the Daka Cat. So, we're still holding the position, and we still have the position. You need to play smart with builds like that, guys. But if you have a build like that, where you can use and abuse a certain characteristic of a mech, and complement that with something like the XL400 engine, which gives this thing a lot of maneuverability and a lot of speed, then good things will happen. But you need to know the strengths and weaknesses of your mech, and you need to play around them. You can't play every mech the same way. Trust me, I've learned that trying to play light mechs and playing them like assault mechs. It is not a good thing to do. Ooh, and by the way, speaking of not good things to do, enemy has now rotated into Echo 5 Delta 5, and they're coming up behind us, so I'm moving to the next ramp. There's still an Annihilator there, and he's got heavy gauss and medium lasers. That's a very, very respectable build, and by respectable I mean scary. So my team is currently pushing in on him, but they still haven't killed him for some reason. They still haven't killed him. There's like 4 guys around here. The Annihilator is still standing, so let's go in and finish at Annihilator. Holy hell, guys, how scared can you be? If you're there, just go ahead and just shield and twist, put the fire on the arm, and we go in, shoot the side torso off, and poof goes the weasel. Ammo explosion. Alright, nice. I'll take it. And back to our ramp, guys. I know the enemy team is now pushing in on this side. There's the Mad Cat again. We barely see him, but that is enough for us to get our shot into the target here. Guys, Again, I sound like a broken record, but make use of those weapon mounts. So the Hunchback is barely visible, I can't really do anything about him. So let's turn around because there's somebody coming up behind us. I was just ate an artillery strike. Yeah, okay, we've got a light pack behind us now. Team is melting, by the way. 1 kill under 6. That 1 kill that I did was the only kill we got so far. I'm just still trying to hold this position here and punish anybody that tries to get up here. The Mad Cat is now open CT. Let's see if we can get one more shot in here. Look at that, nice twisting and jump jetting from Ash. So if he hadn't done that, he would have been dead, by the way, guys. That's a veteran move, and now he walks into cover instantly, so I can't shoot him anymore. And now I'm taking damage from all sides. The team is 7 kills behind at this point. I'm just gonna try and get one more shot off before I die. And by the way, guys, we died through CT damage. Not side torso, CT damage. Now the team is talking a lot about pussies and being afraid and whatnot and blah 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 blah. The story of this match, guys, is written in the scoreboard. So let's go ahead and have a look at the scoreboard. 1 killing blow, 626 damage done. And yeah, as I always like to say, it really helps if you shoot the enemy. And everybody else, if you just get participation medals, you didn't do your job. And look at that. Ash, 830 damage done, very, very nice. Headshot, 5 kills with 200 damage. That's what I call efficiency, holy hell. So yeah, again guys, this build also works against really, really good players. If you like this content, if you'd like to support this channel, check out my Patreon page. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.